Everybody, welcome back to my channel if you've been here before, and if you're new here then welcome. My name is Eve. I post all sorts of makeup and beauty related videos, so I would love to have you join me on here. But today's video is on the new LuXX Revolution palette. And what is this one actually called? This is called the Midnight LuXX. It says soft, intense, matte and shimmer shadows, rich, glamorous, luxurious. So this is one of their velvet ones. I've only got one of their velvet ones actually, and I've not even tried it. It was the one that I got in the LuXX Revolution gift set at Christmas, and I keep a hold of it because it looks really pretty. But in my recent experience of LuXX Revolution shadows, they're quite good, so I'm really excited to give this one a go. So it just comes in this kind of textured velvet packaging with the LuXX logo over it. And I'll just take this plastic sheet off. And this is what the colours look like inside. I think this was built to be like a bit more gothic. Now I wouldn't really agree with that, but the colours in here are really nice. You've got a dark navy, you've got black, you've got some dark browns, a dark grey, some lovely looking shimmers. So I'm quite excited to play with something a wee bit different. I feel like I've been doing quite a lot of colourful looks and this one isn't colourful, so I'm looking forward to giving it a go. So let's just get straight on with the video. Okay, so you're zoomed in. I have primed my eyes with a MAC paint pot. I have just done one look and had to take it off because it looked terrible, and that's not something that's happened to me for a long time, so I don't know if that's just whatever mood I'm in tonight or if it's actual palette, because the palette doesn't have many transition colours and that might be part of the issue, but I do want to stick to just using this palette. So let's try again. So I want to take let's take the dark grey. So take this dark grey here. I think this is called Release. And then I'm going to take it just in a pencil brush and use some of this to make a halo shape on my eye. And then we can add some black in a minute once this is blended out. Okay, like so. And this is where it's tough because there isn't blending out colours in here at all. The only shade that could work is this one here. So let's try this one here on a kind of smaller fluffy brush, and let's just see if that'll work to blend that out. I just feel that lately Makeup Revolution have just been shoving hundreds of shimmers into a palette and not really thinking about the mattes that much. I mean, these blend out super nice, so I suppose it doesn't matter all that well. It's not as if they're like hard mattes to blend and you need the transition colours to really blend them out. They do blend out nicely, but I would have just liked a kind of lighter grey and a lighter kind of neutral colour to blend those kind of darker ones out. I don't really know what they were thinking with the colour story in this one. But I mean, like, that is blending out really nicely. So back in with some more of that grey. I don't really know if anyone else that I know has bought these. I know Lizzie did, so Lizzie, like, let me know what you think. I know you've got the palettes in person, so if you're watching this, let me know what you think about the colours in real life in this, because online it looked nice. So I'm just going to take that original pencil brush and take some of the black and just use a wee bit of this. Even the black, like, it's okay, but it's not the darkest black that I've ever used. Okay, and then I'm going to take like a brush like this and take some of that first grey that we used. I mean, it's blending, yeah, like no issues with it blending. but there's just something missing. For me anyway. And then back in with the kind of lighter colour in that bottom row, top row as I'm looking at it. Okay, that's not bad. That's where we're at just now. I'm just going to go and cut my crease and I'll be back in a second. Okay, so creases some will cut actually quite a bit higher than I meant to go, but that's fine. And now I need to decide what shimmer to use because there are quite a few shimmers in here. So those are 3 of the shimmers. They all look very, very pretty. I think I'll go with this middle one, or will I go with this one? No, let's go with the middle one because it's more the kind of right tones. So I'm just going to take that on my finger like I would always do for a shimmer, and let's just pop this on the lid and see what happens. That's very pretty. It's not the colour that I thought it was going to be on the eye, but right. Again, I think I picked the wrong colour for this look. That's a really pretty colour. I don't know if it was the right colour to choose to go with the kind of greys. I think that might have been nicer with the browns, but it's on now. But I'm just going to take the brush that had that black on it and just use this to kind of pat on these outer corners to try and blend that in, and then take some of the grey and just pat this in. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's just me, you know, is it just, I hate giving palettes bad reviews, but it's not doing it for me. Right, that's where we're at. I'm going to do the same with the other eye and do my face makeup and stuff, and I'll come back and we'll do the under eye and a corner highlight and stuff. Okay, so the rest of my makeup is on. I don't mind it as much. I think that kind of pink shift is actually quite pretty, so I'm just going to line my lower lash line with some black liner. And the one that I've been really liking is this Revolution one. What one is it? The Revolution Pro Visionary one. Okay, it looks crazy just now, but when I've got my lashes and stuff on it'll be fine. And I'm just going to take the black and the palette and just use a flat liner brush and just run some of that underneath my lower lash line. Okay, and then I'm just actually going to touch up the black on that outer corner just to try and make it a wee bit darker. Okay, and then I'm going to take one of my favourite Morphe M562, no it's not, M5, yeah, M562, don't know what I'm thinking, and take this grey here and use that to buff that out a wee bit. Okay, and then just wipe that brush off and finally go in with that matte down on the bottom row. Right, it's not, do you know what, it's not looking awful, it's not. So let's just take my highlighter brush that I use for my eyes. This is the BH Cosmetics Eye Fan brush and it is amazing. And what colour will I use for the inner corner? I think I'm going to take this kind of lilac-y one here. Oh, that's very bright on a brow bone. Wow, right. It's a very, very blinding one. And then I'm just going to take a wee brush like this to put that in the inner corner. It looks a lot darker in the pan, this one. Oh, in the eyes, that's gorgeous. That is so pretty. I'm wishing I'd put that shade on the lid. Do you know what? I'm going to take a wee drop of that shade and just place it down the very centre to see if I can brighten that up. Right, okay, I don't think that colour goes that well on top of that, but I've done it now. So I need to do the same on the other eye. Right, so that is how the eyes are looking just now. Do you know what? I'm not mad at them. I'm not mad at them at all. I'm just going to take a wee bit more of the grey just to kind of blend a wee bit more up here. Just because I feel like I could have went higher with that. Okay, so that is how that's looking. I'm just going to do my liner and my lashes, my lips, and I'll come back to tell you what I thought of the palette. Okay, so here are the finished eyes. Once again, I apologise, my lashes are probably stuck on really badly and this lipstick doesn't go. But, finished eyes. I'll just zoom you back out. What I might do, I might stick a bit of another lipstick on. Okay, I'll just have to agree to ignore the lips because I know they don't go, but that's what it is. So this is the finished look. I think it actually came out really quite pretty. Like I'm not mad at it at all. I think it looks quite nice. I like how I've managed to match my eyeshadow with some of the flowers on my dress. But let's talk about the palette. I can't do myself serious with these lips. So to me the palette is quite, it's quite incohesive. Like, I don't know if that's just me, right? But you've got this gorgeous navy which swatches amazing, which would go so nicely with this lovely kind of coppery colour. Look at those two colours together. But there's not really any colours to blend it out. The only blending out colour is this one, which does work. I mean, it does come off lighter in a swatch than, I've just swatched out the same fingers, that navy. Oh, right, give me a second. I'm losing my mind. I'm so tired. Right. Now let's try that in a clean finger. So this colour does come out a lot lighter than it looks in the pan. So to be fair, that's good. Upon looking at it, I thought that that was going to be too dark. But here's my issue. You've got these gorgeous cool tones, right? But then this shimmer, this shimmer, this shimmer, a lot of the shimmers are warm tones, and even this gorgeous kind of green shift, that's quite warm tone, so I wouldn't pair it with any of those mattes. But that being said, like the mattes blended so well. The shimmers, I mean that one that I put in my inner corner is absolutely stunning. Like all the shimmers in here are really, really nice, but I just don't know what it is with Revolution lately and just sticking a bunch of shimmers in, like the Revolution Pro Rockstar Nude one where they just put a bunch of shimmers in. I'll keep playing with it. I'm not going to write it off as of yet because it does have promise, but it's just not cohesive to me. I don't know what it is. It looked a lot nicer online, but I maybe wouldn't recommend that one. Like the Makeup Revolution and XX Revolution, Revolution Pro and all the brands have got some gorgeous eyeshadow palettes that do have a better mix of mattes and shimmers and kind of more depth and more transition colours. If you like this video then please do give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, I would love it if you would do so. And also leave me a comment down below letting me know what you think of this palette, if you've picked it up, if you can come up with a cohesive look, because Mortife, actually, I think it was Mortife Beth, pointed out that this colour, this colour, this colour and this colour would make a really, really pretty look, and it definitely would. Those are probably the kind of most matching colours in there, like that red. I know she likes her kind of red colours. That is pretty. Like the colours in here are so pretty. But sorry, I was saying goodbye. So anyway, please leave me a comment down below saying what you think of the palette. So that's all from me for today, so bye.